And I would love to dive in with a bit of a somatic experience meditation this morning. So when you're ready, if you haven't already muted yourself, feel free to mute. And if you'd like to turn off your camera, you can also do that.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, I don't need that one. All right, there we are. So, like we said, this exercise is about tuning into our bodies and noticing how different commitments make us feel, both physically and emotionally. And by releasing what no longer serves us, we actually create space to regain our energy and our vitality and our focus. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. We're going to ground ourselves by sitting comfortably with our feet flat on the floor and just feeling the support of the ground beneath us. And if we're sitting on our beds or something like that, don't you worry. Just kind of imagine that you're really connected to the earth beneath you. And you can close your eyes or soften your gaze and just allow your breathing to slow down a little bit. So taking a slightly deeper breath in and allowing yourself to just slowly exhale. And doing that again, inhaling a little deeper through the nose, feeling the breath fill your chest. And again, exhaling slowly, just releasing any tension. And as you continue to breathe, gently bring your attention to your body. I know some of us may not be able to breathe through our nose. That's okay. Just breathe as you can and just notice where you might be holding tension or stress, because this is often where we carry the weight of unneeded commitments. And so just take a moment and scan your body from head to toe. Notice if there's any tightness in your chest, your shoulders, your hips, your stomach. Often these areas are holding the energy of obligations. And we don't notice them until we put our attention on it. So see if you can just notice them for right now without any judgment. And now that you've done that, let's begin to explore the energy of commitment within our body. So I know that we have our commitments to our families. Those are really big. So I'm going to ask you to set those aside for the moment because you can explore those later. But that's kind of a really, really big commitment. So I'd love for you to pick something that feels smaller than that. It doesn't have to be super small, but maybe it's interesting to play with something super small that you feel committed to. So bring to mind a commitment that feels heavy or draining. Give yourself a moment to think of that. And once you find that commitment that feels heavy or draining, focus on this commitment and notice, where do you feel it in your body? Where does this commitment sit? It might be a heaviness in your stomach. It might be a tightness in your chest or your throat. It could be a tension in your back. Or it might even be an aching in your hips or somewhere else. Where do you feel that? And once you've kind of identified it, can you label how that is affecting you? Like I said, is it a tightness? Is it a heaviness? Is it a tension? Is it an aching? And now breathe into that space. Imagine a tube that draws the breath directly to that space. Even though, we are breathing physically into our lungs, we can energetically bring our breath to a place of tension, of aching, of pain. So as you inhale deeply into that area of your body where you feel the commitment most strongly, imagine that your breath is expanding and creating more space around that commitment. And then as you exhale, imagine softening that space, allowing that tightness to release. Maybe if you have a picture in your mind's eye, maybe it goes from being iron walls into something a little softer. And as you continue to breathe, it continues to shift and change. Maybe it was fiberglass and it turns into plexiglass, which then turns into pillows. Who knows? Allow yourself to be creative. So let's do this a few more times, just breathing in, drawing that breath into that space, allowing it to expand and soften. So just inhale, expand, create space, and exhale. And then release that. And do that a couple more times. So next, just trust whatever sensation arises as you ask yourself silently, does this commitment serve me? And feel into your body for the answer. It might be that you hear in your head a yes or a no, but you also might feel just a sense of lightness or a sense of heaviness in response to it, or something in between. So if you feel that a no came from your body, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine gently letting go of this commitment. Picture yourself setting it down, releasing it from your body, maybe even removing it from your body or your mind. And feel the weight lifting from you as you set that down and let it go. How did you do that? How does that look for you? And once you've set it down, step back and just notice how your body feels now. Is it lighter? Do you feel more at ease? Just allow yourself to sit with this new sense of openness for a moment. So just take a moment to notice how your body feels. How did it feel to explore what no longer serves you? How does it feel to give yourself permission to release this commitment? Just remember that this is a practice. And releasing commitments and saying no to what drains you is not always easy. But as we learn to listen to our bodies and trust our inner yeses and nos, we naturally have more energy to care for ourselves and for our loved ones. So take another moment and allow yourself just to breathe, because we often feel like we should be able to do it all and hold every commitment. but it drains us. And this practice can reconnect us with our sense of inner truth and allow us to be more in our own integrity and communicate our needs with love and clarity. So when you're ready, I invite you back to our group. And I would love, if you need to take a couple moments and write down anything that came up for you, feel free. I'd love to chat and see what everyone's experience was in doing this.